What if I told you that red wine has been successful in treating a medical emergency in cows? That's right, you heard me correctly. The use of red wine to treat bovine ketosis is both a long standing old timer folk remedy, but also a subject of modern research. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the VINVERITY Show. You've probably heard of ketosis in humans, as in the famous keto diet, which is a metabolic state where the body produces high levels of ketone bodies like beta hydroxybutyrate due to a lack of glucose. But bovine ketosis is not the same as human nutritional ketosis. In humans, ketosis is often a voluntary, controlled, or a natural metabolic state, often used to promote weight loss. But the ketosis in cows is a metabolic disorder resulting from a severe negative energy balance. So in humans, this is caused by low carbohydrate intake, fasting, or intense exercise. It's the body's response to preserve muscle while using fat stores. In cows, however, ketosis primarily occurs in high producing dairy cows roughly 2 to 6 weeks after calving. It happens when the cow cannot consume enough food to meet the massive energy demands of milk production, which leads to an overmobilization of body fat that then overwhelms the liver. For humans, ketosis is generally harmless and it's usually intentional in order to promote fat loss. Whereas with cows, it's quite a different story. It's a pathological disease state where high levels of ketone bodies are toxic to the cow, and this causes clinical signs such as reduced appetite, drastic milk production drops, lethargy, and sometimes even nervous system signs. So, while modern research has recently validated red wine to treat ketosis in cows, the earliest reported use of red wine for ketosis in cattle dates back to the 1940s. Large animal veterinarians of that era used to develop elixirs using red wine and other ingredients like corn syrup and yeast before antibiotics and modern metabolic treatments were widely available in veterinary medicine. There's an early recorded formula from the 1940s that was concocted of 4 ounces of red wine, 4 ounces of corn syrup, and 1 tablespoon of bread yeast, administered with a drench. So, this concoction was used to stimulate the appetite of sick cows. Dr. Aurora Villarroel is a precision dairy veterinary expert, and she's noted that she personally used red wine as a primary treatment for ketosis for over 30 years before publishing formal research on it. In 2022, the first formal major scientific study validated this folk remedy was presented at the 31st World Buiatrics Congress in Madrid, where researchers found that 57% of cows treated with red wine were cured after 3 days, compared to only 25% of those treated with the standard oral propylene glycol. So the red wine significantly reduced blood dihydroxybutyrate levels more effectively than ethanol alone or traditional glycol treatments. So today, red wine is considered a simple, viable alternative for treating ketosis, particularly on organic dairy farms, where certain synthetic chemical treatments might be restricted. It's often administered orally in doses of 2 liters on the first day, followed by 1 liter daily for subsequent days. Okay, so I just loved learning about this and I had to share it. It's so wonderful to learn examples of the power of traditional and ancient practices that have proven to be effective even in modern day. Wine has a long history in human culture, health, community, and farming, and this is a really cool win for wine. Until next time, in Wine There's Truth.